Hello and welcome, or should I say こんにちわとようこそ to Koriyama Station. Today we're taking a look at Japan's brand new E8 Shinkansen trains as we travel down to Tokyo. Our journey begins in Fukushima Prefecture at Koriyama Station. First opened on July 16th of 1887, the station has been serving Koriyama for 137 years. Of course, the station has been rebuilt many times over the years, most recently in 1980 ahead of the opening of the Tohoku Shinkansen. Koriyama Station is the busiest in the prefecture, serving an estimated 18,000 passengers per day, half of which are Shinkansen passengers. As with many stations in Japan, Koriyama functions as a combination mall and railway station. Passengers will find plenty of shops, restaurants, and other goods stores on the main and second level, with access to platforms located upstairs. Using our tickets, we scan through the ticket barriers and can head up to the Shinkansen tracks. Passenger information is never more than a few feet away in Japan. We'll be departing from track 13, the display by the escalator showing the boarding location for our train. Ascending to the platforms, we once again arrive on the amazing Tohoku Shinkansen. Although we don't have a lot of time here, we still get to enjoy a few trains before we depart. First to arrive is a Tsubasa Yamabiko service with an E3 set leading and E5 trailing. There's no overtaking train for these two today, the pair pulling away and back onto the main line. Their departure is followed quickly by a 200-mile-per-hour flyby of an E6 and newer H5 pair, operating a combined Hayabusa Komachi service. Once again, the arrival announcements ring out, and our train pulls to a stop on track 13. Leading train 138 today is a Yamabiko E5 set, behind which is our beautiful brand new E8 train set. Set G3 is the third of these new train sets to enter service, the stunning purple, white, and yellow livery a sight to behold. We'll be traveling in green class today, the car located at the front of the train. Getting settled in, our train accelerates out of Koriyama. The E8 Shinkansen trains enter service on March 16th of 2024, which makes them a little over 2 months old at the time of filming. Manufactured by Hitachi and Kawasaki Railcar, the E8 will slowly replace the aging E3 train sets as the 15 trains are rolled out in the coming years. These new trains will improve ride quality and travel time with higher speeds and active suspension, all while looking spectacular. We'll start off our look at these new trains in the green car. Green class in Japan is often the highest class of service, and the green car on E8s is stunning. Green car seats offer a solid 10 to 12 inches of legroom, though there's no space beneath the next seat to stretch out or store personal belongings. The seat back pocket includes some light reading material. A flip-down cup holder is found beside the pocket, above which is the tray table. It's incredibly clean, as expected for a train in Japan, coat hangers found built into the seat back end wall. The outer armrest houses a smaller drinks table should passengers not want to use the larger table. Built into the center armrest are the controls for the seat back and leg rest and reading light. At-seat power is provided through two 100-volt outlets located in the center armrest. The windows on Shinkansen trains are enormous, incredibly clean, and are aligned with each row perfectly. Each window includes a sunshade, but it's still a beautiful day outside, so we'll keep it open. Above each row are large luggage racks, their undersides lined with a pale wood veneer. Everything on E8s was designed with a purpose. The train's intended to connect the rich local cultures and hearts. Inspired by two major landmarks of Yamagata Prefecture, the Mogami River and Mount Gasan, the green car features a river flow motif on the carpeted floors, the green seats combining the green of Mount Gasan's forests with an impression of the Mogami River down the center. The deep greens and blues are accented by the light wood armrests and cream antimacassars. Made of leather and fabric, each chair is comfortable and luxurious. Each seat is slightly bolstered to help keep passengers in place around the high-speed curves of the Tohoku Shinkansen. To help passengers get even more comfortable, each seat reclines about 35 degrees, the motorized leg rest raising to meet it. The one thing about these trains that I can't express through video is the smell. Never in my life have I experienced a train that has a new car smell, which I guess in this case is a new train smell. It just goes to show how new these trains really are. Instead of a cafe car, Shinkansen services operate with a cart service. Offered are a number of drinks and light snacks, all for a very reasonable price. Of most interest to me are the exclusive E8 Shinkansen merchandise offerings. From the onboard selection, I went with an E8 keychain and notepad, though there are a few other choices. A part of the launch celebrations, these merchandise options are only available on board, or at least I assume so, as I couldn't find anything else like these in stores on my travels around Japan. Japan is known for some spectacular mountain ranges, and riding on the Tohoku Shinkansen provides a high-speed view of many great examples. As we fly south, the Nikko mountain range rises and falls at the edge of the flatlands through which we glide. Beyond the green car on E8 train sets is where passengers will find a number of bathrooms and other amenities. The accessible toilet is massive and spotless. The toilet includes a bidet alongside a sink and plenty of accessible rails and controls for passengers with disabilities. A urinal is also available behind the accessible facility. A modern and stylish sink and vanity are found in the hallway, opposite which is a multi-purpose room. Continuing backward, we enter the first of the E8 standard class cars. Economy is operated in a 2x2 like the E6s instead of a 2x3 seen on the E5 and E7 train sets. The Yamagata Shinkansen is what is considered a mini Shinkansen, a name given to narrow gauge lines upgraded to standard gauge for use by Shinkansen trains. Although the track is wider, the narrower loading gauge remains the same, which means space for only 4 seats across instead of 5. Each standard seat provides a generous 8 to 10 inches of legroom. A small mesh pocket holds a magazine, beside which is the same flip-down cup holder. The tray table is virtually identical, as are the coat hangers in and around the seat. Standard class seats recline around 20 degrees, plus the headrest is easily adjustable, making it easy to stay comfortable on board. A step up from the older E3 train sets, each seat in standard class includes an outlet beneath the outer armrest. The visual difference from green to standard class is striking, but it's not without meaning. Similar to green class, the aisle sports a pattern based on the flow of the Mogami River. The red and yellow seat maquettes are based on the colors of the safflower, the prefectural flower of Yamagata Prefecture, and the gradation of the seats represents the process of safflower extraction. Both service classes on E8 trains are beautiful in their own way, whether that be through subtle beauty or vibrant colors, while still paying their respects to Yamagata Prefecture and the Yamagata Shinkansen. Japanese bullet trains are known for their speed, and the E8 is no exception. Its max speed of 300 km an hour or 186 miles per hour reached with relative ease. This is, however, 20 km an hour short of the maximum line speed of 320 km an hour or 198.8 miles per hour. And forgive me as I'm about to nerd out about design criteria for Shinkansen trains. Unlike its E5 and E6 brethren, the E8s are only designed to reach a top speed of 300 km an hour, not 320. There are a couple of reasons for this design decision. For starters, Tsubasa trains only operate on 320 kph track for 163.3 kilometers from Utsunomiya to Fukushima, or about 38% of the total 421.4 kilometers from Tokyo to Shinjo. The rest of its journey is operated below that limit, either on slower speed Shinkansen tracks south of Utsunomiya or conventional rail lines from Fukushima to Yamagata and Shinjo. Plus, Tsubasa trains often run paired with Yamabiko trains and thus stop more frequently. The second and third reasons for the 300 kph limit go hand in hand. The E8 is the successor to the aging E3 train set, a 7-car train with a capacity of 394 passengers but a top speed of 275 kph. In order to raise the top speed of Tsubasa services, the nose of each train had to be elongated in order to meet Japanese noise regulations for high-speed trains. Because much of the Tohoku Shinkansen travels through populated areas, train noise and most importantly tunnel booms must be reduced to a minimum. Shinkansen trains do this through their long noses, which help to shed pressure waves when traveling at high speeds. The nose on the E8 is 9 meters long, 3 meters longer than the E3, but still 4 meters short of the E6 train sets, which are rated for 320 kph. Now, this longer nose meant reducing the capacity to 355 people, which was determined to be an acceptable decrease given the relative increase in speed. In order to up the top speed to 320, the nose would have to be extended at minimum another 4 meters, which would reduce seating capacity beyond what would be necessary given demand on the Yamagata Shinkansen. Seeing as the 7-car trains are already as long as they can be to fit current platform lengths across the network, the decision was made to keep the nose at 9 meters and limit the top speed to 300 kph. Now, 300 kph is still fast, which on an E8 test run looks a little something like this. .300 kph soon turns to 200 and then 100 as we enter the greater Tokyo area. Before arriving at Tokyo Terminal, we dip underground to stop at Ueno, our penultimate station on our ride south. The conventional lines of the Tokyo commuter railways parallel the tracks into Tokyo, the cityscape engulfing the rail lines before our train pulls to a stop at Tokyo Station. With plenty of time to wait here in Tokyo, we can take a moment to appreciate this absolutely stunning train. The E8 Shinkansen was designed by Ken Okuyama, who designed the E6 and E7 Shinkansens. Okuyama is also known for his work on many beautiful cars, including the first generation Honda NSX, Ferrari P45 concept car, and the Ferrari Enzo. Much like the interior colors, Okuyama designed the livery with inspiration from Yamagata Prefecture. The base white evokes the snow of Mount Zhao, the purple taken from the mandarin duck, the prefectural bird of Yamagata, and the yellow band in between inspired by the colors of the safflower. The E8 really is the perfect train for the Yamagata Shinkansen. The stunning looks, high speeds, and luxurious amenities are exactly what a new Shinkansen should be. The turnaround on Shinkansen trains in Tokyo is insanely efficient. In just 12 minutes, each train is deboarded, cleaned, turned, restocked, and reboarded. This art form of a turnaround process minimizes downtime, allowing for more efficient operating and greater service frequency across the network. And right on time, our train pulls away from Tokyo, beginning its northbound run to Yamagata. Heading downstairs, we enter the chaos of Tokyo Station, where we'll bring today's video to a close. Next week, we'll be back stateside to take Amtrak's City of New Orleans from Louisiana to Chicago, Illinois. If you're new around here, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. It's totally free and it really helps support the channel. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my loyal patrons and members. Y'all are amazing and your incredible generosity is greatly appreciated. If you too want your name in the video or just want to support the channel in more ways than one, then head on over to the links in the description below. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll see you in the next one.